Last time, we talked about letting go of the fear of being seen. And I know some of you have been sitting with that. So today, I want to show you who's been there all along. For so many Black women over 50, we have spent decades being everything for everyone. We learned to read the room. We learned when to speak and when to stay quiet. But this causes you to hold space for everyone else and leave very little for yourself. And somewhere in all of that, we started to wonder, is there anything left of me underneath all of this? Here's what I need you to hear. You didn't lose her. You didn't disappear beneath all those years of carrying other people's needs. You were preserved. Every time you chose grace when chaos was easier, she was there. Every time you chose peace when performance was expected, she was there. You're not starting over. You're being uncovered. The woman who steps forward when the fear drops, she is not new. She is not someone you have to build from scratch. She is the most honest version of you, the one who existed before the world decided who you should be. And for Black women in this season of life, this is the most important truth. You have always known who you are. You were just waiting for a moment safe enough to live as her. Think about who you were before the roles took over, before you were somebody's mother, somebody's caregiver, somebody's strong one. There was a woman there who had opinions, who had desires, who knew what she liked and wasn't ashamed of it. And guess what? She didn't go anywhere. She just got quiet while you did what needed to be done. And now it's her turn. So what does this actually look like? It looks like choosing the conversation that fills you instead of the one that drains you. It looks like saying no, not from guilt, but from clarity. It looks like walking into a room and allowing yourself to take up the space you were given. It looks like buying the thing that brings you joy, without justifying it to anyone. It looks like resting without earning it first, not performing, not shrinking, just being. That's her. She's not loud, but she's clear. She's not aggressive, but she's firm. She doesn't need everyone to understand her. She just refuses to hide from herself anymore. You're not a new woman. You're a more honest one. I want you to sit with that for a moment, because sometimes we move past the truth too quickly. We hear something that lands, and then we go right back to the list, the obligations, the noise. But this one deserves a pause. You were not lost. You were not broken. You were not behind. You were preserved, waiting for this exact season, this exact moment where you finally had room to breathe. And here you are. If you haven't watched last week's episode yet, Letting Go is How You Live Lighter. I'll link it in the description. It's the foundation of everything we just talked about today. So I'll leave you with this. The fear doesn't have to be completely gone. It just has to be small enough for you to step around it. Because on the other side of that fear, there she is, the woman you've been all along, finally free to be seen. If this resonated with you today, if something in this felt like it was just for you, like this video. It helps more Black women over 50 find this space. And if you want to continue this conversation every week, subscribe. This channel exists for you, and I don't want you to miss what's coming next. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next week.